Okay, this is my Pioneer CT-F9191 cassette deck that I got from YouTube user SpeakerDude24 a while back. I currently have it opened up on my little repair bench here. Yeah, it's the top of the bookshelf, but who cares, it works. Been doing some repairs on it. Has the infamous CT-F9191 fast forward rewind problem that I've only partially fixed, but it is playing properly now, so I figured I'd do a little video and kind of detailing some of the features on it. But anyway, it has a, it dates back to 1976. It's got the analog meters, you know, the pretty commonplace on these older decks. Dolby B with switchable MPX filter, manual and automatic tape selection. This is kind of odd. If you put in a tape without the detection holes and you press these buttons, it will allow you to play it with chromium oxide settings. But if you put a chromium oxide tape with the detection holes in there, it will automatically select those two and will not allow you to play that in normal tape settings. It's kind of odd, but okay. Record limiter just prevents, well, it prevents you from creating saturation by when the levels get too high. It'll turn them down for you. Something like that. Memory stop play. Basically, it's just activates the auto stop when the counter hits 0. Two separate level input controls or two separate level controls for the mic input and the rear line input, and has output level control, stereo mic input, headphone jack. Pretty simple, you know, typical stuff. Now this looks like, at first glance, a fully mechanical, you know, piano keys style mechanism, but in reality it isn't. Behind this is just a bunch of, you know, electrical switches that just trigger solenoids in here. It is one of these decks that doesn't really have a door that the tape kind of slides into and holds it in place. You actually have to, it's one of the ones where it kind of snaps in here. But, yeah. Other than that, it's pretty, it's not that amazing, but either way, this is what it looks like on the inside. Certainly one of the more organized decks I've seen compared to, say, my Iowa ADWX110 that I just repaired. Man, that one's a mess. Though I have to say, this is one of the biggest record play switch assemblies I have ever seen. Literally, this entire thing gets pulled back. Not sure if you can see it here. Maybe I'll demonstrate when I turn it on. But either way, that's pretty much it. So I'll demonstrate playback on this thing with a tape of royalty-free music that I'm working on compiling. Either way, let me put this camera down on my tripod here. So, yeah, I recorded the royalty-free music on a Max LUR, so it's not the greatest, but it'll do, for now at least. I'll put the information about the track that's on here in the description, but either way, here it goes. Now, I suppose the use of a Max LUR doesn't really show everything this deck can do. Not to mention, I don't think I recorded it on the greatest deck in my collection either. But it'll have to suffice for now. But either way, now the issue that, well, the main issue it still has is, if you look here, if I press rewind, oh, now it decides it wants to. Let's see if it does it. See how it's slowing down? Oh, you can't really tell. But either way, the rewind likes to stall. Apparently that's common on this model, from what I've heard. Though when I first got it, fast forward would stall also, but I managed to fix that. I was hoping it would fix both, but it didn't. Using, of all things, orthodontic rubber bands and toilet paper. Yeah, I get creative in my repairs sometimes. But either way, the last thing I wanted to demonstrate was that gigantic record play switch. Here, I'll show you this now. I'll hit the record button. It's at the leader, so I won't be erasing anything. But if you watch this, literally, that whole thing is the record play switch. That was just one of the little odd things I found about this deck. But either way, that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully I'll get more audio equipment videos on my channel soon. Thanks for watching.